Okay, so I really want to talk about this because I am a big advocate for Google services. And I mean, as you know, I love Pixels. I love my Pixel book, all that stuff. But the amount of things that Google does that is just half-baked and they just don't care is far, far too much. And somebody needs to address it. I've actually applied at Google. I mean, I don't know how qualified I am for this because I don't actually have a degree. But it was in the Android department. It was consolidating. It was kind of like leading in specific departments as far as like branding and consistency goes. I have a lot of really good ideas. I put a lot of them out there on the internet. Check the link in the description for my blog that I don't post a whole lot on, but it's because I need a really specific topic to write about. Google, like, you can be the best in the business and you have a very, very loyal following. Have you not seen Stadia's news the last month? And we still love it, like that kind of thing. Like, this is a very, very strong user base, and you're fighting against iPhone, which notoriously has one of the strongest user bases in existence. Like, it's incredible what Steve Jobs was able to, you know, create with that, but that's who you're fighting against. So you need to come at it with a little more. You're at like 40% right now. Like, if you went to 80% or 90% and things were consistent and there weren't little quirks and bugs through stuff, just even stuff that's not even really able to be put on paper, but Apple gets right. For example, you open up Twitter and then the keyboard pops up and then it pops down and then it blinks and it loads because it's trying to do like 6 things at once. So instead of smoothing that over, you just let Twitter do whatever they want with it. Or Chime, my bank, still doesn't support Face ID, even though the Pixel 4 has been out for almost 2 years. And they have no plans in sight because I asked them about it and they said, we don't care, you know, whatever. Now I realize this isn't all on you, but every single one of my apps uses Face Unlock on my iPhone, including like dumb, funny apps that should not even need Face Unlock, but they do. So somehow they were incentivized to do it. The Gmail app on my Pixel book still has the old logo. The app, I'm not talking the web app, but the app still has the old logo, still doesn't have the updated one. Now web apps and Android apps need to be more consistent because they're, at this point, I mean, they could be the same thing. One could be like the web version of the Android app, which is fine. It doesn't have to be a fully functional, like the Google Photos web app doesn't have to automatically back up all your photos. Like, you can have specific functionality in an app versus a web app, but the coloring and the resolution, not the resolution, but like the aspect ratio, like that kind of thing, the way it's set up needs to be consistent throughout the web app, the Android app, and the iPhone app. Now, going on that note, when I put my Google Fi SIM card in an iPhone and I activate it, I get a cool little text saying like, welcome to Google Fi, with like a little image. And when I activate another phone, I don't get anything. YouTube Music. Well, that's an iPhone problem. There are many Google apps like that. Or the Google Home app. When I go to, you know, that, like, it's like a ball-shaped, like a crystal ball-shaped light slider where you can change the brightness of your smart lights. On my Pixel, it just moves. So no problem. It's okay. But on the iPhone, it uses the haptic motor, and each tick actually ticks on the phone. Like, it's so much better quality on a phone that you don't even make. Like, I don't understand why it's so much better on a phone experience that's not owned by you, and why the Pixel or the Android experience isn't the top in the market. I don't know why that's not put on a higher pedestal. But again, consistency between web apps, iPhone apps, Android apps has to be the same. Coloring, images, pictures, the little icons, like the home icons and stuff, those should all be consistent. Like, this is just 101 stuff. This is not anything massive. This is, you know, nothing major. Stadia needs a search bar. Like, why don't we have a search bar? I have no idea. Stadia needs Google Photos integration. So instead of capping at maybe 500 clips, You can go unlimited as long as you have the Google One storage, and automatically back up to Google Photos. Like, you can have all this stuff, and for some reason it just either isn't happening, or it's laziness, or nobody cares, or I don't know, the passion's just not there. But this can be like a deep ecosystem. But again, the consistency and the branding and the way Google OS, again, Android, when someone says, I have an Android phone, you picture a Galaxy J7. It's slow, it's overheating, it's cracked. That's what people picture in the wild when they hear, I have an Android phone. They do not picture a $1,200 Samsung Galaxy. What you need to do is, I mean, Wear OS, right? Google TV was Android TV. Android on a Pixel should be Google OS, because people need to know that this is not just the typical it is base Android. So from your perspective, I understand this. It is stock Android. So really, in reality, it is the base level of what people should expect, but that's not what people know as Android. People think like like Android 9 on a Galaxy S8, or like a J7, or even like an S10, like something like that. That's what people picture as Android. When someone says Android phone, it's synonymous with cheap Samsung phone, because that's what they know. So what you need to do is put Google OS on it so they know they're getting a premium experience, because trying to put Android and premium in the same thing is like saying this is the premium dollar menu. That's what in people's heads. I know that's not real, but that's what happens in people's heads. That's branding. This is, again, marketing 101. Like, should be research. There should be panels. There should be, like, use Reddit, use Twitter. Like, there are whole groups of people that would help you and give this stuff, this information away for free, if you would only listen to them and kind of corral them in a way where you know what you're looking for. What's Pixel known for? Pixel is a megapixel. It's a camera thing. It's known for the camera. Like, that's Pixel's whole thing is cameras. That's the branding for it. So it was amazing and awesome when Chromecast got the ability to have the Shot by Pixel album, but that needs to be on every single Pixel phone as a wallpaper. There need to be not GIFs, but like live photos. There need to be live portrait photos. There need to be, all this stuff needs to be baked in, and it needs to be much, much better quality. It needs to go through testing first. It needs to make sure that it's going to be a very good experience before it's put out. So that's my little rant. I mean, I'm sure there's more to come later, but I love Google products, but it's so half-baked, and it just gets worse and worse. And I have no idea what to do about it. I mean, I'm not in a position of power. I don't have a platform, but if somebody at Google sees this, like, I am 100% willing to. I mean, I've done Stadia research panels before. I've done stuff like that. You actually used even one of my ideas. I'm 100% willing to help. I mean, this is what I'm into. I don't have a degree, but it's what I'm passionate about. And I really, really want to see all of these things combined into one platform. So if anyone sees this, I mean, share for awareness, subscribe if you like more content like from Google, or ideas that maybe what Google should have done, or Android ideas, that kind of thing is a lot of what I do. So yeah, subscribe if you feel like it. Hit the bell icon if you want to watch me play on Stadia, because I play Doom a lot. I play Human Fall Flat sometimes, so that's what I do. But Google, seriously, like, if you want help or you want free, advice from the perspective of somebody who is in the depths of the consumer's perspective, because I know I have nothing to bring as far as coding goes. Like, you guys are far advanced to me from there, but I can bridge the gap between communicating what you need to hear about this system and understanding what people want. So if you need someone like that, that's me. So feel free to, I don't know, shoot me a message, something. But that's all for today. I'll talk to you guys later.